Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM and welcome back to Iowa Cattle. I do hope you're all doing very, very well and having a great day. So, you catch me kind of doing what I was doing at the beginning of the last episode, which is sorting out the straw and the bales from the field of soybeans that we harvested in the last episode. The only difference this time is I can actually see what I'm doing. It's just coming up to 10 to 1 in the afternoon. Obviously in the beginning of the last episode I'd been going all night, hadn't I, in the field just there on the right, and getting all the straw picked up from there. But we've done alright out of the soybean field as well. I just kind of thought I'd get most of it done off camera because it's one of these relatively long, time-consuming jobs, isn't it, especially in a field like that. Now, we've done alright out of it, and as I said in the last episode, the aim with the straw from that field and the field that was behind us there and the last two cornfields that we do have yet to harvest, all the straw that's coming out of those fields will be sold, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So we've got from the field 145 9,000 litre bales out of that field, which is crazy stuff. Just north of 1.3 million litres of straw, which is mega. And I'm getting pretty much as near as makes no difference, about $11,000 per trailer load. There we go, 10,881 plus 208. So yeah, $11,000 per load, which is incredible. So if I've done my mathematics correctly, which I very rarely do, we should be getting in around about 113 grand from the straw out of this field, which is just mega. So that should take our total of money. I started off the episode. I started off the record a few minutes ago anyway. So when I started all this off, when we finished the last episode, we had $659,000. We should finish off, once I've done this job, roughly at around 772,000, 773 maybe, give or take a bit, which is absolutely mega. Quite frankly, it's going to go a very long way to helping us towards our big construction project that we've got going on. Now, I don't mean to repeat myself every episode in telling you all what I'm doing. I know a lot of you who've been following along with the series from the start will know what I'm doing, but obviously just to help new viewers along who have just joined us and who are just watching this series and episode for the first time, hello to you all. If you are, welcome. Please do hit that subscribe button if you don't mind, if you like what you're watching. But yeah, the idea is that I'm going to be increasing our cattle, essentially, our quantity of cattle, and I'm going to be doing a big construction project just there, actually, funnily enough, on the right. Once all those cows there have been shifted for the winter into the big cow barn that we've got over on the farm, I'm going to be throwing a huge amount of money at a couple of new cow barns and getting all that landscaped and built up ready for next year when we bring cows into those new barns next winter, because we've got an empty cow pasture on the other side of the map which can house at the minute somewhere around 1,000 cattle, which is massive. So we've got a lot to do, a lot to consider, a lot to plan for, and but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I love this thing. I've never played a save on Farming Simulator with so many cattle in my entire history of playing this wonderful game. So it's kind of a new thing. That's why I've been concentrating on making sure that we have enough product, silage and hay, etc., and straw to see the cows through the winter in the cow barn, keep them stocked up and fed and warm, as it were, and then we can do a bit of construction and a bit of landscaping and a bit of planning into the future. Stick a couple more cow barns down, because that's going to cost me, like I've said again before, it's going to be probably around about $500,000 for the 2 cow barns. That's before even considering buying any more cattle. So there's lots to think about, but it's good fun and I am thoroughly enjoying it, especially being based on my wonderful farm built by my wonderful friend Chimera. I am thoroughly enjoying and engrossed in my little farm here. It's really something. So as you can see in front of us, we have a lot of bales to pick up. I have taken a couple of loads over there already, but we've still got a good chunk to get picked up. So I'm going to crack on with this. I'll kind of speed it up a bit and throw a bit of music behind it and get this job done, and I'll put you up in a bit.
Went for a walk with the stars last night. Did not believe
Right then, let's go put my mathematics to the test, shall we? See what we get. We're currently at $769,000. What did I say we were going to get roughly? About 772, 773. We've got 5 bales on here, about 45,000 litres worth of straw. So, this is the last of it for that field anyway. Get that tipped in. See what it comes to, but either way it's brilliant, isn't it? Let's be honest. Loads of money at the minute, which is going to go a long way to helping us with our construction project that looms in the near future. I'm very much looking forward to it though, because I do like myself a bit of construction. 773 and 54, not bad, not bad. I wasn't too far away, was I? So excellent, that's brilliant stuff. Very happy with that. But the work does not stop there. We need to crack on now and get the last of our harvest finished for this year. We've got 2 fields of corn left to do. Collectively, they're quite small in comparison to what we've done already on the series. Collectively, they're both just under 39 acres, so they're just under half the size of the big cornfield, field 15, that we did a couple of episodes back. So it shouldn't. I mean, it's going to take us a while, but it shouldn't take us too long. But we will also be adding that corn into our corn dryer, because we've still got a lot of corn in there that's processing away, being dried. At the minute, according to time-saving stock check, what we do have already dried is about 80-odd thousand litres. Let me just try and do this without crashing, but I'll just put it on cruise control and jump very quickly into the menu. I'm doing this blind here. This is going to end up in carnage, isn't it? But yeah, 85,259 litres of dried corn. And as you can see there, 153 grand it's worth in January. Oh, good job I've got traffic turned off, isn't it? So yeah, we've got 153 grand's worth of dried corn in there at the minute. But if we go very quickly again, risky business, driving blind in the menus, we've still got 713,000 litres worth of corn to dry. So the money there is going to be massive. And like I say, we're going to be adding to that now with the last of our 2 cornfields. So money-wise, it's going to be very, very, very good, I think. So I'm, yeah, very excited to see where I can go with this. Like I said, we've pretty much got more than enough money now to do the construction project for me to buy in LR Modding's 915 Ripper plough that I want to get in to really turn over the fields and start them from scratch again, essentially. Because at the minute, all of the fields that I've had so far, grass included, in the series from the start, has been how the map gave it to us. So there's been no proper field prep, no increase in yield, no lime, not really any fertilizer or anything like that. So the numbers we're getting are just what we get, and as we all know, you can improve on those massively. So what we get now this year is going to potentially going to be considerably less than what we could be getting next year. So next year could stand to be very, very lucrative. Now the field on the right here, on the left, sorry, goodness me, I don't even know my right from my left. I can hear everyone in my Discord going skill issue. But yeah, we're going to be starting with that field there next to us on the farm, just there. Now this one in particular, it doesn't look very good, especially if we go into the PDA and have a quick peek at it. It's been battered by the weather. Look at that, all those dark spots that you see there. If I just remove ready to harvest, look at all those withered and damaged areas there that we've had damage from the rain. That's a huge quantity of that field, to be fair. When you look at it in comparison to that one, yes, it's a smaller field, but it's more condensed. But there's still crop damage that we've got in this field. We've seen all those dead stalks still sticking up that the harvester won't pick up and get rid of. But this field is densely battered, let's be honest. So we've got this field to do here, field 5, and field 17 to do down here. We'll get all of that done and popped into our grain dryer. Now I think for now what I need to do is we'll just shift this out of the way for now. We will be using it again, of course, because we'll be getting corn straw out of these 2 fields as well, which again will be sold, because we really don't need to worry about straw right now. We've got absolutely tons of the stuff in our bale barn. So we'll just drop that off there. In fact, I'll just turn that off as well while we're at it. I still want to do a little bit of custom painting on this trailer as well to match my beautiful new truck. But I think for now, what I'm going to do, when it comes to doing the harvesting, I'm going to do it in my usual fashion, which is throw everything into a bit of a cinematic. But what I think I'm going to do is combine the two fields into one cinematic and get them both done. Just about see over the top of the corn there. But yeah, I think that's what I'm probably going to do. Spend a few minutes now off camera just sorting out my auto drive courses and making sure everything can make its way to where it needs to go. And yeah, we also need to fuel up the combine because I think it's only got about half a tank, so we'll need a bit more go-go juice in that. So we'll get that done now. But yeah, so I'm quite aware that I have looked out on the weather as well. There's been no fiddling on my side of things, jumping into menus and changing the weather. I'm going to need to move that as well before I can fuel this thing up, aren't I? I should have done that off camera, I forgot about that. But yeah, I've looked out with the weather, it feels. We do have sun pretty much for the entirety of November. So yeah, done very well with that one. Oh, there was something else I wanted to show you actually, completely just a little bit of nonsense I suppose. But check out the truck. And I've finally been able to do to put my own logo, as I know a lot of people like to do on certain vehicles. But yeah, I used this one to practice. Now this isn't actually me doing this in Giants Editor and editing the mod. This is actually Arrow, the wonderful modder who's responsible for realistic weather and realistic livestock. He's an absolute genius of an XML coder. I checked out his GitHub the other day just to see if there was any updates for realistic weather and realistic livestock. And sure enough, there just happened to be another little thing which I haven't seen anybody mention yet so far within the little community that I spend such a lot of time in. But he's also brought out this. It's there on his GitHub. It's obviously for PC only. And it's called, I think it's just quite simply called Custom Logos. And it enables you to go into, well, I think I can show you here. If we go into the garage, you can go to here, and as you can see from the bottom there, you've now got a thing called Custom Logo. So I'm not going to do it now because it's going to mess everything up here, but you can essentially, you go into it, and it asks you, it brings up a display. Let me see if I can do it without messing anything up. So Custom Logo, yeah. As you can see there, it brings you up into a menu system here, where you can place a PNG image, and you can. I'm not going to do it now. I don't want to try and mess anything up. But yeah, and then you can basically just move it around and place it onto your truck or your tractor or your truck or anything. You can do it. You can do it onto any vehicle, and you could do multiple of logos. You can put, you know, I could put an FS25 logo on the side of this or something like that. You can go crazy with them. And I think that's absolutely brilliant. It really is. It's a genius little bit of modding there from Arrow. So big shout out to Arrow for that. I was amazed when I found that, and I spent ages faffing around with it. And I've finally managed to do that thing. It's not perfect by any sense of the word, as you can see. It's because the fascia of the face, of the panel that I was placing the logo on isn't perfectly flat and it isn't perfectly vertical. So the logo itself, if I try and get as close as I can, it's kind of sitting a little bit off at the bottom there, around there. But I mean, it's as near as makes no difference to me. I'm still happy with it. And you can mirror the thing and put it over onto the other side, and it's just, honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. It really is. Anyway, so enough of that. Right, I need to just muck around here. Like I say, I need to get this thing shifted out the way. I need a tractor to do that. Where's one of my tractors? Don't know whether I'm coming or going here. I need to go and just grab the John Deere from down here. Get this lot shifted. I will fuel up the combine, and I'll put you up in a few minutes' time when we're all ready to rock and roll. Right, so just getting this big lump filled up with a bit of go-go juice to get this job done. Now, I don't actually have to travel too far. I can just nip round the corner there to our right, just down the hill a bit, and there's a nice little entrance to Field 5 there to get this corn harvest started, so that's all good. I'm going to go too far. Now, jobs left to do in November. Once we've got this last harvest done, once we've got these two fields finished off, then it's a case of topping up the cow barn, getting that fully prepared for the cow's arrival, which will be... That's pretty much going to be the last job of November, essentially. Potentially tomorrow, November the 3rd, where we need to get a load of silage and a load of hay shifted and straw into the barn and prepare for their arrival. I do just need to make sure I've got enough room here to manoeuvre this thing about. Let's get the harvester unfolded. Pretty sure I can squeeze in here. Yeah, there we go. Job's a good one. And then, yeah, starting to make good use of our lovely new tractor and trailer, the Wilson Silver Star by Mack Trucker, to start getting the... oh, hello. Oh, it's rubbing on the ground a bit there. I feel like I'm shouting a bit as well because the volume of this beast is quite loud, let's be honest. But yeah, so anyway, harvest time. Again, the last of it. We're going to get these 2 fields done. I shall, like I said before, I'll throw a bit of music behind it. See what we get out of this field, these 2 fields. And I'll pick you up in a bit when it's done.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. Ha. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of this year's harvest. Now, the other ones were really quite good numbers-wise, obviously, but I suppose that's down to the fact that they were massive fields. But this one, I'm going to pull over and stop here in a second because, quite frankly, This was an absolute mess. Look how much dead corn we've got in this field. It was really quite a challenge filming that little cinematic thing that I made. I'm sure you'd have all seen it all as I was trying to, you know, record little snippets and make it look a bit arty-farty and all that. But goodness me, this is bad. I've never seen a field so populated with so much dead corn. It's incredible. Over here is quite bad, but towards the west side of the field over here, it's really bad. This must have been literally in the eye of the storm, as it were, whenever this weather came around to damage the corn so much. Look at this. We've lost so much on this field. But, like I said earlier, this is the way the game gave us the field in a way. There's been no field prep, no increasing in pH values or nitrogen or anything like that. The yields-wise, we got around about somewhere between 170 and 180,000 litres off of both of the fields combined. So, you know, it's one of them. So split it across the two, we've got somewhere in the region of about 80-odd thousand litres off each field. But yeah, look at this. It's terrible. It really is. We've still got straw to pick up, of course. All this will be sold immediately just to, again, top up the bank account even more than what it currently is. But yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. But this is what I'm looking forward to, especially because, you know, we'll sort the cows out tomorrow, 3rd of November. Get all the food loaded into the cow barn, sort the cows out, get them moved from the pastures, and then early next year, we're going to be starting again with the fields. I do want to get that plough from LR Modding. Now, I know ploughing isn't necessarily technically the correct thing to do, but within the confines of Farming Simulator, you run a plough, you eradicate the chance of weeds growing in your field for that season. So that's what I'm going to do. And plus, to be honest, I like ploughing. It's just something I like to do in the game. It's really quite nice, I must admit, when you can control the direction in which your furrows face. It's just going to be really nice, I feel, to have a set of beautifully ploughed fields. So all of our fields, all of our corn fields, the soybean fields and all that, we're going to run the plough over them and get them as good as they can in respect of no weeds growing or anything like that. Spread lime and get things re-drilled again. But we've got all that to come. Obviously, we have to focus on the cows first. But for today's episode, we're going to call it here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good one. The harvest is finished, even though it's finished off with a bit of a bad one here. But, I mean, look at it. I'm still gobsmacked as to the level of damaged crops. But, hey, it is what it is. So, like I said, for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed the video and found it a little bit of fun. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like my content, you like the way I'm doing things, please consider hitting that subscribe button and jumping on board, joining the channel. Please give the video a like if you can. It does do wonders, helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. And as always, there are a host of links in the video description below with my Giants Partner promo code. If any of you are in the market for purchasing Farming Simulator 25 and you like the idea of supporting the channel and helping out a creator, as always, I would be massively appreciative. And also, if any of you are in the market for an online server to play with your mates and you like the idea again of supporting the channel, but also like the idea of a 10% reduction in the cost of that server, please consider using my G-Portal affiliate link, which again will be in the video description below. Any help and support there also would be massively appreciated. So, thank you very much for your time again, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.